refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walk a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me, keep on running. Toes they gonna take
this is what we got to tell.
I've been doing this.
I felt it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I felt it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Okay, there you go. Okay, I live today. Okay. All right, here we go. Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. We have an awesome episode for y'all today. As y'all know, it's the second day of the Super Bowl special. Super Bowl will be happening on Sunday with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. But we got some guests coming through today. First guest we got coming up is my boy Mike. He's going to come through in the Boston area. He's going to talk about his Celtics. He's going to give a Super Bowl pick also. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. After that, we got my boy Carl coming through. Y'all know Carl, CTC finest himself. He's going to give his Super Bowl pick. If y'all know Carl, y'all know who he's picking. And he's going to talk about his very own Detroit Pistons. I know y'all like, oh, we talking about the Pistons. They're actually doing good this year. So make sure you guys tune in for that. And lastly, we got my bro, my blood brother, Dimitri. He's going to come through, also give his Super Bowl pick and talk about his Pittsburgh Steelers season. But nevertheless, I got two of my bros with me. I got Davey Dollars here in the middle. He just had his 50th episode, first year anniversary of doing the Dave Doghouse. Make sure y'all, y'all looking at him like,
I must say 50th anniversary. I'm
all right.
Hey, so, black don't crack. I tell you that.
So make sure y'all go tune into that episode and subscribe to Dave's Doghouse. And we got who's back, Missy Get Done Son himself, co-host of In the Red Corner. They just had an awesome episode also this Sunday. Make sure y'all go subscribe to them. But how y'all doing, fellas?
Doing good. You know, I missed out on the good conversation yesterday. You know, Luka, Fox, all the trade talks that's been happening. But hey, the NBA is trying to get their ratings back up because I see some more superstars about to get traded. But other than that, I'm happy to be back here with my bros and talk about some. Actually, I just want to see these guys Super Bowl picks for real. That's what I'm here for. How y'all?
I'm great, man. I will apologize ahead of time. I have my phone near me because there are a lot of trades going on. Like you see Adam Schefter and all the other guys on their phones often. It's the same thing with me. So I'm apologize ahead of time and let you know this is why my head is down most of the time because I got to make sure that I don't miss any notifications. Because apparently Kevin Durant might be on the move. Don't know yet, but just letting y'all know that it's possible. But I'm excited about today. I'm excited to talk about everything. I'm not excited to hear about the Celtics, but got to hear about the Celtics either way. But man, it's today's gonna be a good day. I get to see how everyone's thinking about their teams and what people think is going to win the Super Bowl. I mean, we know one person, we know who he's going to pick, but other than that, man, I'm excited about today. And it's Tuesday, y'all. So y'all know what we do. It's the same thing we do every single week. Every day we have a show. Today is no different. So let's get the energy up and let's turn up.
Turn me up, up.
Jody, do your thing.
All right, y'all. We are streaming this on 3 different platforms. We are streaming this on Facebook, YouTube, and X. So make sure y'all like the video on all 3 platforms. Make sure y'all subscribe and follow on all of our social media platforms. You can follow us everywhere at Refuse to Lose Sports, except X and Twitter. You can follow us there at R2L Sports. So make sure you do that and share this video with an individual so they can come on and watch this show live with you, because they could be a part of the show by being in the comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting out throughout the show. Shout out to my boy Cardo for being the first comment we hear. We got Miami tonight. He's a Chicago Bull fan. Hey, appreciate you for Zach Levine. Zach Light Levine. Shout out to my boy Trent. And last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, floor is yours.
And right before we bring our guest up, Joe, I just want to say it's funny you and the Midwest teams love to trade. You know, the Pacers, Bulls. Like, what's up with y'all? Y'all don't want to call nobody on the East Coast, man? Like, what's going on?
The Bucks
Definitely,
next.
they knew we wanted Fox. They just want to go take them, send them somewhere else.
I'm on the Bucks next.
That's what I'm saying. You see all these Midwest teams, but
Greek.
they got a lot of teams in the Midwest making trades, but this one team had a lot of questions about themselves up until they won the ring. Now a lot of people are just seeing these kids go off. We're gonna bring up our special Celtics fan. You know, he keeps the NBA chat going. He keeps the conversation rolling. He definitely knows how to grind Dave's gears, you know, them Heat fans. But outside of that, besides Teddy and Joe Vaughn, you bringing up Mike to talk about the Celtics, man. What's going on?
What's going on, y'all?
My boy Mike here. Let's go.
Yeah, appreciate y'all having me. Love this show. Thank you for having me again. Let's talk Celtics. Let's talk this Super Bowl week. Let's get it.
We get Teddy in the comments, man. Celtics fans unite.
That's not Jason Tatum not on here. We know Mike got aura. Jason Tatum not on here. That's
hey, you got plenty of aura.
Already hating, right, Mike?
Come on, man. You got plenty of aura.
All right, well let's see if we can get y'all on the same playing field right now, man. So we gotta ask, Super Bowl's coming up. Who you got winning?
I mean, y'all know I'm a Pats fan first and foremost, right? But I gotta give it to my guy Mahomes. I think he's going for a three-peat. Chiefs. I gotta say that, and that's not taking away from Philly, because they got that defense over there. You know what I'm saying? They got that defense over there going crazy, but the Chiefs have been here. They know exactly what they're doing. When was the last time the Philly won? They won, what, 2018? I know, because they crushed my Patriots, 41-33. And yeah, I have a good story about that, but I'll share that with y'all on a different time. I think the Chiefs is really going for that three-peat. They've been grinding all year. They got the dog in them. They know what to do here on the stage. So I'm going, my vote's for the Chiefs.
Okay. Well, I mean, you should know a lot about championships, because right now we would say they're the only team that we seen win a championship in the chats, right? The Celtics, right? So far?
Yeah.
Outside of Georgia, you know, but when it comes to basketball, right?
Yeah, you're right. Yup, the chats. Yeah. But since Aqua been out, the Rams won. But since the chat's been out, it's been the Chiefs.
Okay. And they defeated Kev's Mavericks, right?
Oh man.
I just wanted to bring that back up, because Kev kicked me off the bus when I got them all the way to the finals, and he kicked me off the bus. See what happens? Now the Celtics are back 35-15. They're second in the East. I mean, we the record speaks for themselves. Coach doing this thing. Now, just give us a recap, or how you feeling about your team so far.
Where do I begin? So I feel like they've been doing kind of mediocre stretch, you know, as of lately, but I feel like now we're getting it together. I applaud what they're doing at the beginning of the season. We had a tough start, you know, having Porzingis out, and then other minor injuries, you know, with Sam Hauser and, you know, Drew Holiday, and, you know, obviously Jalen recently had his shoulder issue, but they're back now, you know, get it all out the system, you know, before it's go time for a playoff run. But I feel like, you know, they're on the right path. You know, they're doing what they need to do right now, and they're getting it done. You know, knock on wood, hopefully they win tonight versus the Cavs. But
tough match.
Like you said, Tomo, we're second in the East. .700 win ratio. You know, Tatum's doing his thing. Jalen, everybody, the guys, even the bench, the stay ready crew, they're stepping up. Peyton Pritchard's been phenomenal. Arguably could be 6th man of the year, in my opinion. You know, even Jalen's doing what he needs to do. He's taking a lesser role, you know, getting other guys like Cornette and playmaking, you know, for the sake of the team. And that's what you need. You can't just have one guy just scoring all the time. Sometimes you got to make them plays and get other guys involved. And that's how you play team winning basketball. So I think we'll be straight as long as we stay healthy, you know, and composed and just ready. We can make a long run. We can make a long run. Come playoff time.
Let's get it. So let me ask you this. Do you think Jason Tatum has a realistic chance of winning MVP this year?
Honestly, I do, but SGA is doing his thing right now, man. I can't front, bro. SGA is doing his thing right now. And then obviously you still got Joker over there doing Joker things, but you know, I think he's got a good chance, but he's just, if he can play like he's been playing these past few games and keep it up, you know, through the, you know, after the All-Star break, keep his composure, stretch into the playoff, you know, the postseason. I think he got a good chance, got a really good chance.
You had said something earlier that I found funny because you're saying Jaylen Brown is now kind of taking a back seat just a little bit.
Yeah.
You noticed there was friction between the two about whose team it was going to be, and then of course the run that y'all went on last year. A lot of people were saying like, "Well, what is Jason Tatum? Where is he at? This is supposed to be his team." Do it look like to you they had a conversation that was just like, "Bro, we're actually teammates. We don't have to worry about the media." And now you see Tatum doing his thing, but Brown's kind of like, "Go ahead."
I feel like that was established from Jump Street, but you know, those guys, they have such a chemistry, you know, behind closed doors, and you know, they gotta. It's all maturing. It's just maturity. You know, coming off this championship, how can we do it again? You know, or do it a different time. They're not looking at last year. You saw them. You know, even in the commercial. I don't know if y'all got it out there. They put the trophy down. They're like, we're not worried about last year. We're not worried about the championship last year. We did that. We did what we had to do. We got banned 18. Now let's focus on, you know, this year. And I feel like, you know, it starts with the higher ups, like the coaching staff. You know, Missoula's been doing a phenomenal job with them, you know, and, you know, just keeping those guys ready and poised and, you know, holding them accountable. That's, you know, that's how you play. That's how you get guys like that ready to play, you know, winning championship basketball.
I think you wanted to say it, but you stopped yourself. You don't say that's how you play Celtics basketball. It sounds like that's what you wanted to say. They built the culture. You want to say that?
Celtics basketball. Excuse me.
There you go.
Celtics basketball.
Look,
I have a question.
Okay.
What do you think about what's going on lately of y'all, you know, the up and down? I know you're in a 3-game win streak now, but you know, I think with the last 12 games, y'all was 6-6. It was like win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. Do you think there was a specific reason why that was happening, or do you think that you guys were just losing to better teams?
That's a real good question, Dave. I honestly think it could be just a mixture of just, you know, them not playing with the right body language and just kind of just, you know, playing so-so. Like even JT, like I was watching an interview the other day, you know, when they were facing the Sixers this past Sunday, you know, they went to the locker room and Joe was like, "Yo, I could sit y'all out if y'all are tired," you know. And I think, you know, just they took that to heart and they got in it and got that dub. But, you know, back to your question, I think it's just a mixture of personally just not foot off the gas. Exactly, Teddy. Foot off the gas. Just not being ready and just, you know, just not being consistent. And that's not Celtics basketball. We need to be consistent all the time. So, yeah, I hope that answers your question.
I think I have another question.
Okay.
There's been a lot of talks about Tatum personally from other former NBA players, guys that are in the league, saying that he's soft or he's not, you know, that much of a superstar. What are your thoughts on that? I personally think that, you know, Tatum is who he is, and I wouldn't consider him soft, or that he's not a superstar, or he doesn't have a winning mentality. I mean, he does have an NBA championship, but you know, what are your thoughts on that? I know you've talked about it in the chat a lot, but you haven't been on the show to personally talk about it. So what are your thoughts on that?
It goes into this: when you're great, you get talked about. All the greats get talked about and just slander thrown at them. Look at LeBron. Look at Tom Brady. Greats. They all had to go through it. People doing this and doing that, saying this and that about them. I think it's the same thing with Tatum. I think Tatum, they just looking for anything they can pull, whatever, and just get in his head. And he's not letting it. He's not letting it happen. He's, you know, playing like he knows how. People will say he's auralist because he just plays to win and he doesn't react or he doesn't get all feisty or whatever it is. The he's a winner. He's just trying to win. He's not out here focused on none of that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, staying focused is everything. Yes, he's a winner. No, he is not soft by any means. That's my input on it. Haters can say whatever they want. Keep going. Keep going. You just adding fuel to the fire.
They hate us because they ain't us. That's what they say. Well, the season. Well, we got the All-Star game coming up. You know, the playoffs is right after that. We definitely gonna have you on again.
Mm-hmm.
You got your answer for the Super Bowl. One more thing before you get out of here, you can get your last words in.
Okay. If anything, I would like, you know, to give you guys special thanks for having me on the show. And obviously thanks to the Most High, you know, for making this all possible and having us here, you know, to be able to share our love for the game. And, you know, shout outs to my family. Shout outs to my brand Halo Gifts. Check that out on Instagram at Halo Gifts. You know, halogifts.com. I got some merch. I got some stuff dropping soon. So check that out. And that's really all I got. Oh, shout out to my girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget about that.
Don't forget about that.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, we'll get you back on here soon. Definitely appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all having me. Thank you.
Of course, man.
Welcome.
All right. See you in the chats.
Absolutely.
Just remember, 3-game win streak, not 3-peat.
We can take care of it tonight with these Cavs, man. We gotta get this going. We gotta get this momentum going in the All-Star break. So
that's good.
All right, man.
All right, Mike.
Thank you.
Let's get it. Great.
Dave was not gonna let that go.
I know, right?
ECK probably on some $1 billion roster, man. What's wrong with him?
You see the follow-up from Teddy.
Man, they going at it in the comments, man. So I'm glad my HOA / co-pres is back. You know, this guy we got to bring up, CTC Call. Y'all seen him on the show a lot. We also, it's funny that we have HOA, we co-presidents and the FJA alum, but when it comes to college basketball, we can never see eye to eye. But that's neither here nor there. We're gonna bring Carl up because we want to definitely see who he got to pick for the Super Bowl. So,
don't forget college football too. Don't forget college football.
We ain't worried about that. We ain't worried about that right now.
I wouldn't be either.
We had a special guest. Yeah, we had a special guest rapper show up this season. That's why we ain't look too good. What's up, Carl?
What's going on? What's going on?
Man, Carl, you already know. Most people say we know who you're gonna pick, but for the new viewers who are now tuning in to Refuse to Lose for the first time, who you got winning this Super Bowl and why?
Come on, man.
Before we do that, I gotta.
Who we got? Oh, we got graphics.
We got a graphic now. Go ahead, Carl. Who you got?
Go ahead, move that thing to the left. Going with the Chiefs. You know me, man. You know my motto. You never bet against Mahomes.
I know we got a graphic designer.
He did this instantly. Nah, he did it instantly because he already knew who I was picking. Ain't no secret. Ain't no guess. Going with the Chiefs.
Yep, we already do.
You already know how I feel about Mahomes. You don't bet against him. Hey,
everybody put the Chiefs.
Hey, Teddy can say whatever he wants. You doing? Hey, just know that comment applies to you too for somebody that's not currently active.
Let's get it. So everybody going for the Chiefs so far. All right, go ahead, Tomo.
Yeah, everybody going for the Chiefs, but like we asked Mike in the previous segment, we got to ask you, man. We went on RBO. You've been saying it since y'all got the new coach. You felt like y'all was gonna be more competitive this year, and y'all been balling. Cade been balling. A lot's been going on in Detroit, man. How you feeling about your team so far? Tell us about the
my team, man. I know I got some laughs when I said, man, we're gonna win 30 to 35 games. Carl, y'all won 14 games last year. How y'all gonna make that big of a jump? Y'all sucked. Y'all just did this and did that. I'm like, I see the vision. I saw the vision.
Brother, whoa. Now you got too much dip on your chip.
You could say we 50 games in, we 25 and 25. 5 more wins. I ain't got too much dip on my chip. I'm right. So, brother, you can play that all you want. Hey, man, I just love it. I love it. This is the best we've been since Blake Griffin. This is the best we've been since Blake Griffin. That year, man, Blake Griffin got in towards the end of the year. We got swept by the Bucks. Now, look, I did say perfect season. We fight for a play-in spot. We're currently, what, the 8th seed? 7th? No, we're currently the 7th seed, so it would be the first play-in spot. Oh, yeah, 7th seed, yep. 25 and 25. Trae Young, I came on here and defended you. And you do this to me last night? Dog, Trae Young couldn't miss the end of the game. I actually watched the end of the game, bro, because it was close. I'm like, in college basketball yesterday, I ain't gonna lie, it stunk. Now, UAB North Texas was a banger. But I'm like, all right, let's watch this Pistons game. Trae Young could not miss. Did anybody see that game winner he hit last night? Bro, you couldn't play better defense than that. And he still made it. And then he stepped over
Emotional, damn it.
I was hurt. But we still 7th seed. We still looking good. And I like the resiliency because we're doing all this despite Jaden Ivey being hurt. So that's also a win. I would love to see us make a move. Y'all know I said I want Brandon Ingram and Trey Murphy. I don't think the Pelicans move off Trey Murphy, but this would be the best time to do so. His value is so high. Why not? But I love it, man. I love that the Pistons, we ain't back, but we're a good team. And y'all see my name. We the home wreckers. You play us and lose, your star is gone. So that's why Trae Young couldn't miss. He ain't want to leave Atlanta. He ain't want to leave. We beat the Kings, Mike Brown, gone. We beat the Mavs. Hey, Luka, see ya. We beat the Bulls. Hey, Zach LaVine, pack your bags, brother. But nah, man, all seriousness.
And you beat the Wizards?
We did.
So Kuz, no, I'm saying beat them again. So Kuzma can get out of there.
We don't play within the trade deadline, brother. Sorry.
I
wish I could help you out there, HOA. I wish I could. But I'm putting on for the HOA. See, teams got good and forgot where they came from. I'm shouting out the HOA every chance I get. Shout out to HOA.
All we ask. That's all we ask.
How funny.
I know who they taking the shot at too. I know exactly who he taking the shot at.
If people win this and forget where they came from.
They did. Some teams traded for another superstar and still don't know how to act.
So Carl, well, before you answer the second question, you want Brandon Ingram?
Yeah, I said that before the regular season.
Okay, interesting. Y'all have to pay him top dollars.
Look at all the money we got. I don't care. What else are we gonna do with the money, Joe?
All right, cool. Let's get it.
Yeah,
so what are your expectations for the rest of the season?
That's a good question. Expectations. Let's see. Because I don't with Philly, if they can get Embiid healthy and back, it's still going to be a tough fight for playoffs/play-in. So I'm not going to expect the playoffs. Play-in, I can expect that. Playoffs, not going to really expect it. But I expect the play-in. I expect us to at least finish 500. That's cool. Like, that's a cool expectation. Because that's what I said, perfect season, we go 41-41 play-in. But that's cool. I expect Cade to keep doing his thing. This is not an expectation, but this is a want. We play the Celtics at the end of this month. I don't remember the last time we beat the Celtics. I remember coming close a few times, even when we sucked. Please, it's two teams I finally want to beat. I finally want to beat the Bucks, and I finally want to beat the Celtics. Please, if we can do that, I'll be happy. Because I think we're on like a 17-game losing. Something crazy with the Celtics and Bucks. It's crazy. I just want to beat those two teams, and I'm happy. Season success, make the play-in, 500. Season success to me.
God dang.
Oh, Teddy confirmed we bet your parlay on the game. Bet. I was waiting on the He ain't never say nothing after I said that. He just left it blank. I'm like, we betting or we not? So confirmed, we have Chipotle on the Celtics Pistons game.
So the last thing I beat the Celtics, it was February 16, 2022.
And we play them like 4 times a year. And then we already played them 3 times this year. This is the last meeting this year.
13-game losing streak.
Yeah. See, can we finally get a W against the Celtics? The Bucks one, I think, is longer. I think the Bucks won like 17, 18 games or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
Man, Giannis kills us.
No, that's crazy, but yeah, I'll fact check that for you. But all right, cool. Hey, so y'all gonna make the playoffs. It's looking like hopefully y'all can get a good matchup in the first round and at least get a playoff series win.
Okay, hey, if we make, go ahead.
I got a question about Cade.
Yes, sir.
I know you've heard. There wasn't much talk about Cade coming to the season. How do you feel how he's played this year, and do you think he has the best chance to win the Most Improved award?
So Cade is playing like I thought he would last year. This is what I expected from Cade last year. Now, granted, got hurt. We really ain't had no shooters for real. But this is what I expected from Cade. He's finally meeting the expectations that I had for him. And Mavs also couldn't beat the Pistons this year, just saying. But he's finally playing well, and I think he does have a real good chance of winning MIP this year. I had him winning MIP with these numbers last year, so of course I'm gonna have him winning MIP with the numbers this year, especially because he's 3rd in the league in assists. I get them turnovers down. That's always been one of my pet peeves with Cade Cunningham, getting the turnovers down. But he averaged like 30, close to 30 in the month of January. He's averaging 25 and almost 10 assists a game. I think he has to be at the top for MIP.
Yeah. And by the way, you're on an 11-game losing streak to the Bucks.
11? It's actually only 11?
Yeah, last thing I beat them was January 3rd, 2022. So you're basically on a 22-game losing streak. That's
20. If you're adding them both together, it's 24, 13, 11, 24.
13. I'm tripping. I'm taking away one. Yeah.
Hey, look, I wish you was right. Well, let's end it. Please. Let's
24-game losing streak. Gee.
But yeah, I think Cade can win. Should win MIP. I know some guys though. You got Pritz for sure. My dog wouldn't be mad if he won it. I would say maybe Tyler Hero's in there. You got to throw Tyler Hero in there. I don't think he should win over my dog, but he's in the conversation.
Yeah, Tyler Hero is definitely in there, and he might get it because of the expectations from those two players. Cade's number 1 overall pick. You know, they might do Cade dirty, give it to Tyler Hero.
Nah, I think Cade. I honestly think Cade will get it. That's why.
I think Tyler Hero slander is bad now. He went over my dog. It's going through the roof.
Well, I hope he wins it now.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, all right, man. Listen, hey, last words for you. Get off.
My last word, Peacock, you finally won. I finally did it. I got the subscription. Michigan State got like 4 games. I think we got 3 games left on Peacock for the month. So you won. We played tonight on Peacock against UCLA, 10 o'clock our time, 7 o'clock their time. Coming off a loss against USC, first loss since November 26th. So that one was digestible. Can't lose 2 in a row, especially with Purdue and Michigan right there. My second word, Pistons. Great season so far, but the season ain't over. We're not even an all-star break. Let's keep fighting. JB Bickerstaff, I love what you're doing with the team. Again, tough loss last night, but it's Trae Young. You just got to charge it to the game. You got to charge it to the game, man. That's my dog, too. That's one of my favorite players. It hurts so bad. Baltimore, let's go after Jair Alexander, man. Let's go get Jair. That's what I really want. I know a lot of people saying, everybody's saying, like, Myles Garrett, I'm cool. I like our pass rushers. Cooper Kupp, if it happens, it happens. Jair Alexander, top of the board for me as who we should go after. And then let's see what the draft, entails. But other than that, man, I really ain't got too much more. I appreciate y'all for having me as always. And if your team playing against the Pistons, you know I'm coming at you in the chats. I did it when we sucked. I'm going to do it when we better.
Got to.
It's all the more reason. That's why the HOA is here.
Hey, speaking of 2-game win streak, Tomo.
Hey, I ain't going to say too much. I'm just trying to get on the 3-game win streak, 3-peat. Trying to see.
Talk that talk.
All right, appreciate you, Carl. Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Y'all tune in to CTC.
All right.
Let's get it.
Man,
We got some
never
NFL
thought.
news.
Oh, go ahead.
It's not a
It's a
trade.
good transition too.
I know.
But former Packers kicker Mason Crosby announced his retirement.
Okay.
You know I don't got nothing nice to say. You know I
Shout
don't. You know I
out
do.
to the playoff. That was him in the playoff? It was.
Yes.
Dang.
Yes.
After that beautiful pass by Aaron Rodgers. Dang.
All right, Joe. All right. See, now we got 55 seconds to move on. We got one more guest, man. We got Dimitri coming up, man. So y'all know it's Super Bowl week. So we got these guys coming on. Everybody got to make a pick. And he's on to, as we said, we transitioning to the NFL. We're gonna talk about Super Bowl picks. We're gonna bring Dimitri up. But we're talking about the Steelers. They went 10-7, finished second in the AFC. We got the terrible towel. We see it. Well, that's funny that we just had a Raven up here, and now we bring Steelers up. Like that, the timing was perfect.
Yeah, see the less, had to get the Raven out the way.
That was great. I didn't even put that together.
He finished his last word talking about the Ravens too, which was even. I think he did that on purpose.
Man,
Yeah, probably.
You're going up in the same place, same time every year, and disappointment. I didn't have much hope for the Steelers this year. It wasn't even supposed to be division contenders, so we made it tougher than expected for everybody.
Carl about to go right in the comments.
He is though. He about to go crazy in the comments. So
He already is. I know he prepared for it.
What's up,
Before
Dimitri?
you
Good
get
to see you.
What's
I was
going
about
on,
to say, yeah.
guys? Can you guys hear me?
You can hear you
go.
talking.
Yep.
Okay, I heard what you said.
Oh no, I was listening. I thought Joe was still talking.
Nah, I just said what's up. Good to see you.
Oh, we had a Fox 5 moment. It's all good. All right, so first things first, we gotta get the business out the way. Super Bowl's coming up. We know it's another Pittsburgh. We got another Pennsylvania team in the Super Bowl going up against some would say the young MJ of football right now. So who you got winning?
I would love to be different, so I'm not going to. I'm gonna pick the City Chiefs.
Dang. Oh man.
Okay.
I would call it a pretty close game with the Eagles and Chiefs this year. Probably 7-21 game or 28-21 because the Eagles don't kick no field goals. They always go for it. The teams are evenly matched, but I think it's going to come down to third downs. Like the Kansas City Chiefs had great third down conversion, number one in the league at 48%, and the Eagles at 40%. And the Eagles had more third down and completions. They had about 230 third downs, and the Eagles had 229, and they converted 111 out of those, while the Eagles only converted 98. So I got them winning it, edging it out this year.
Repeat. Okay. That's 5 people in a row. Jeez.
At Mahomes a GOAT. I'm saying it.
That's something him and Carl agree on.
Right. That's probably the only thing they agree on.
Exactly. All right, so with that being said, I know you got the Steelers background. You popped up with the terrible towel. The season didn't end the way that you all expected. But from what you were saying on the intro, it didn't start off the way some people expected. So tell us about the Steelers, man. How you feeling about y'all season?
Now, of course, I was disappointed, Man, they had a pretty good season. I'm not too worried about how it went. I feel like with the team that we had, we definitely should have went with Justin Fields over Russell Wilson, while Russell Wilson was much better throwing the ball, can be a bigger pass threat deep down the field. But we just didn't have no offense constructed for Russell Wilson. He's not a bad quarterback whatsoever. Like if I had a all-star offensive line where I have like Eagles offensive line, Chiefs offensive line, whatever, I'm putting Russell Wilson right there to get the ball downfield. I trust him more, but with Justin Fields, he's just better composed in that environment. He could be a bigger threat running the ball, passing it, and he even had great passes that just always got thrown back to the offensive hole. I think every completion he had over 30 yards almost was had came back from our offensive hole. So unless we invest in some type of offensive line this year, I say we running back with Justin Fields.
A lot of Steelers are leaning towards that, though.
Yeah, like Russell Wilson getting old. He was like 36 already is. He just turned 36. So we got a 25-year-old quarterback. You know, I'm 25 myself, and my knee's pretty good, so I definitely can do good. Do a little bit better than 36-year-old Russell Wilson. But I think Russell Wilson could definitely get picked up by another team this year because I know he wouldn't want to be a backup. So Giants, make your call.
Dang.
I knew he was gonna say that. As soon as he said, I knew the Giants was gonna be the first
Raiders.
team.
Yeah, I'm thinking the Raiders. Pete Carroll's over there, and his offensive coordinator's over there. I think he might go there.
Ain't going Pete.
They did break up bad though.
They did, but
They had a bad breakup. But
what's your thoughts on how the Steelers have been over the last 5 or 6 seasons with Mike Tomlin? Do you think that there's a new voice that needs to be heard, or do you think that they just need to, like you said, just focus on building the offensive line and adding another weapon on the outside as far as receiver? What do you think needs to happen for y'all to be more competitive next season? Y'all were competitive this year without question, but what do you think y'all need to do to be more competitive next season?
We finally got rid of Matt Canada finally last year, and that was a big change in our offense this year. He has to be, I know he hates firing people mid-year and making changes. Like, he's rarely ever done it. I think Matt Canada was probably the first or second time he's done that. But we needed a better defensive coordinator with we have an all-star defense. He was playing like no all-stars against the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Ravens, all those other games. Like, there were some questionable calls, but I'm gonna stand by MT. You know, he 17 straight winning season, so got to stand by. So I don't think we should get rid of him, but he has to have better judgment in picking the coordinator and make changes, even if you got to hurt somebody's feelings, because the job is a job. I get getting fired midway through a season hurts people and their families, but man, every element of a career, you got to be a producer, and if you don't produce, and you get let go.
so I do have, since we got a little bit more time. For those who don't know, he's a Chicago Bulls fan. All right, and I didn't prep him for this. I told him we weren't going to talk about the Steelers, but I do want to ask you one question about the Bulls. How do you feel about y'all like unloading? You let DeRozan go, walk with it basically. Now you let Levine go, so it looks like y'all made a decision to like not be stuck in the middle no more, and like actually. That's probably why you send us to Tomo, but be one of them teams that have a draft lottery pick. I'm sorry,
That's
Tomo.
why I took the day off. That's why I took the day off.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tomo. I'm sorry. But how you feel about that though? Like now that it looked like y'all took a direction to like, all right, we're gonna be in the rebuilding stage now. How you feel about that?
I mean, we've been like this for maybe past 5-6 years. I feel like with both my teams, but I don't know if they'll even be able to hit that full-on rebuild, because if the Wizards, Sixers, and all the other teams keep playing the way they are, you might even be able to make it up to the 8th seed or something, because like it's not like we have a full-on bad roster. We have IL, Kobe White and Lonzo Ball getting back into it as well. So we got a nice set of guards, but need better big men. Like, I love Vooch, but we need somebody who's going to really be grabbing those rebounds and being a defender instead of on a 3-point line. So I feel like we should trade away Vucevic if we really going to go on that, get some picks, get a better, younger defender, somebody who's going to really crash the board.
Man. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm just saying because we got enough 3-pointers, so 3-point shooters. You don't need a 6'5" dude shooting on 3.
Hey, don't mean to burst the Wizards bubbles, but Detroit lost. Detroit only won 4. No, it's no shot. Detroit won 14 games last year. So right now, the Bulls are the 10th seed. They got rid of Levine, who was balling. So they're gonna lose more games. The Atlanta Hawks were the 10th seed last year, y'all, and they got the number 1 overall pick. So let's not forget that. So with the NBA with this lottery, if you fall down at the playoffs, what my man Kevin Garnett said, anything's possible. So y'all can fall with that number 1 seed. That's a number one pick, and get Cooper Flag. You never know.
Yeah, but all they did was get their first round pick back that they traded to San Antonio. So
That's all they need.
But if you think about it, think about all the moves that was made from the Bulls. They got Alex Caruso gone, DeMar DeRozan, and Zach LaVine, and they didn't get a first round pick from none of those players. All they got was their own first round pick back. So
I think we gave up a first round pick, right?
But y'all didn't give it to them. If y'all did, y'all didn't give it to them.
Okay.
So yeah, all they got was their own first round pick back. I do like the fact that you said that y'all might be a middle of the pack team. I was kind of sort of thinking about asking you that question. Like, do you think that with adding Kevin Huerter and everything that it's going to help you guys be able to tank, or do you think it's just going to be exactly the same way? But you kind of sort of already answered it. What do you think? Do you think trading away Vucevic will give you like another first round pick, kind of sort of to put you in that position to kind of sort of rebuild?
Potentially, but I mean, you got our guards averaging 20 points a game each. Put 3 of those guys in, you got 60 points, and then defending. Like, well, heck, put Vooch and all of our bench players. That's another 40, so we can match point for points in certain aspects, but we just don't have any great defenders. So I think if we do trade away Vooch, it may open up some room for us, but with how bad that bottom of the barrel East is, like, we could potentially end up, like I said, moving up to the 8th because we're right behind the Hawks, who had the number 1 pick last year, and they had number 9. So it was looking like the Wizards about to be having Cooper Flag. They have to win, 13 more games.
Try to. Try.
Bulls have to lose all the rest of our games. So it's a dream. Very wishful thinking.
I agree with him on that one as far as trading Vooch, because also the one thing about it is y'all trade Jimmy Butler. It depends on what you get back. Y'all could shift with the Pistons and the Magic. Again, the East is a merry-go-round. I ain't saying you're gonna fall down here with us, but I'm just saying where they at right now.
We ain't falling all the way down there.
I'm just saying.
Now that might happen if something happens to like Tyler Hero, like if he gets hurt, then yeah, I could see that happening. But as long as he's healthy, with Khalil We're starting now and Bam playing a lot better, I don't see that happening.
We ain't going that far.
Yeah, nah, I don't think nobody getting that far. They bad, but yeah. Nah, the Bulls is kind of looking like the Bulls. Every year would have been like almost like 500, kind of just we in the playoffs or we out of the playoffs, we in the play-in. Like that's just where they've been at.
Yeah, and just I don't know. We probably just need a whole reset. GM, coach, everybody just clean up because I can't think of the last time we won a trade.
That's the first time y'all traded. It's the first time y'all traded in the middle of the season since like 2021. Something
Yeah.
like that. Crazy.
And I mean, heck, 2021 was our last good year. We got Lamar, and Lonzo Ball got hurt, and the rest was history. So,
True.
outside of that, we really don't have a great, standard of having a great basketball team, even going through injury or just battling through adversity. Just ain't there.
All right, cool. All right, appreciate you, Dimitri. Coming and talking about your Bulls, talking about your Steelers. And you, like you said, both of them are in were in similar situations, living that 8-8 life. So, but let's get your last words before you roll out.
Thank you guys again. You guys are doing a phenomenal job with your show. I'll be watching it almost every night when I'm in the gym on the treadmill. So keep doing your thing. And go Chiefs in the Super Bowl. 'Cause I hate the Eagles fans up here, But
We do too.
Oh yeah, he's like not too far from Philly, so he understand. He around them 24/7.
Most annoying fan base join the Cowboys. You're welcome, Tomo.
Hey, once I found out the Eagles hung banners because they won the division, I was done with them. Y'all a different breed.
Man. Ain't banners.
That's what I'm saying. But I appreciate you for coming on, man.
Yeah, appreciate you for sure.
Thanks for coming on, man.
All right, stay safe.
All right.
Let's get it. All right, y'all. That's a second episode of the Super Bowl special. But before we roll out, we gotta let y'all know about the network, obviously. Because this is not just a show. We have other shows under the umbrella, the network. All right. So let's get right to it. The first show we're gonna talk about was the first show that happened. BWT, Baseball with Teddy. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Baseball with Teddy. He just had an episode that came out last week. So make sure y'all go check him out. All your baseball content through R2L goes through Teddy. All right, he's a baseball guru, so make sure y'all do that. Then we have CTC, Carl Talking College. All of your college basketball and college football talk comes through CTC, Carl Talking College. He just put out a short about games on Saturday, and I think he has an episode coming out sometime this week. But every week he's giving you game day predictions for college basketball, and he's giving you an underdog a week. Every week he picks an underdog that's going to upset somebody in the money lines. So make sure y'all, and he won last week. So make sure y'all stay tuned for CTC. Then we have FFC, Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs. This is a fantasy football show / NFL show / parlay show. All right. So Coach is dipping into all that stuff. So make sure y'all tune in to FFC. I'm pretty sure he's going to do an episode before the Super Bowl hits. So make sure y'all stay tuned to Coach Coombs and FFC. Then we got Dave's Doghouse. As y'all can see, he's sitting right here, right in the middle, right? Dave's Doghouse. He just had an episode yesterday, episode 50, right? That's 50 weeks of daggone putting in episodes to y'all, all right? So make sure y'all go check that out. This is a show that talks about the lowlights and the highlights of anybody in the sports world. I mean, we're talking about anybody, all right? So you could be in the doghouse if you have a low light, and you could be in the yard if you're having highlights, as far as like a game or a day or something like that, a moment. So shout out to Dave. Make sure y'all go tune in to Dave Doghouse and make sure y'all subscribe to them. And then we got Real Ballers Only, RBO with my brother Vaughn. He has a basketball, as you can see, NBA show. He just did an episode yesterday. He told me that he will have another episode coming out tomorrow. And make sure y'all check that out. He talked about the number one. He talked about the Luka trade and the Fox trade. He also had an episode talking about the first round picks. The last 4 first overall picks has been killing. Anthony Edwards, Pablo Banchero, Kate Cunningham, and Wemby, obviously, right? So make sure y'all go check that out. Subscribe to him also. And my man right here on the bottom, Mr. Get Down Some himself, in the red corner, Poppin' Show. Right now, the most subscribers on the network. They actually had an episode this Sunday that just passed. They got a collab episode coming out, so make sure y'all stay tuned for that. All right, as we speak, literally. All right, so that's with Tomo, Ricky, and Ty. Very entertaining show, kind of stuff like we got and Tomo's, facilitating, so it's a good show. All right, so make sure y'all checking out. It's only boxing, no celebrity stuff, boxing only, no exhibitions. All right, so make sure y'all tune into that. And lastly, we got Unfazed with myself, JJ, and AJ. My boy AJ, he like, Joe, I know Luka and them had a trade, but it's Super Bowl week, brother. I'm like, dang, it is, ain't it? All right, so we got an episode tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. Central time, and it's basically a sports show just like this, but with two people. So make sure y'all tune in to that. And those are all the shows. And Dave, you can let them know about the IG chats. I got you.
So, people, good people of the chat, good people of the comment section. What we do is we have IG chats for all sports that we talk about, some that we have not yet to talk about, but I do talk about on my show. We have chats for discussions, debates. We also, have connections there where we connect there to be able to help people with business and stuff like that. But the one reason why you want to join these chats is because how Joe talked about the news of the trade and everything. The news for the trade dropped at midnight. And Joe was the one that announced it. And no one said anything. If you are in the chats, you get this every single day. And I'm talking about before it comes out on the ESPN app, before it comes out on the Bleacher Report app. These news come out fast. We have multiple sources that give us this stuff. And I know people like to say Dave Shatty because I'm the one that does it the most. But we have other people that helped it, like Teddy today broke the news about Quinn Grimes getting traded today. So we have other people that also help out with the information. But I am the person that does it the most. But NBA chat, there's going to be an NBA trade deadline show on Dave's Doghouse Thursday at 2 p.m. to cover it for an hour. So if anything happens within an hour, you will get it live on Dave's Doghouse. NFL chat. Like I said, Mason Crosby just announced his retirement during the show. So we have stuff like that going on. Major League Baseball. We have a college football and college basketball chat. That includes men and women in college basketball. We have a WNBA chat. The WNBA free agency has been going crazy. Kelsey Plum is now with the Sparks. Like, it's a lot going on in the WNBA right now. Dejanay Carrington is now with the Dallas Wings. It's a lot going on right now. And if you don't know who Dejanay Carrington is, that means you don't watch the WNBA, which means you're missing out on some good basketball.
Bonner's with Fever.
There you go. And someone else with the Fever today. It's a lot going on in the WNBA. Y'all have to pay attention. UFC, man. Israel Adesanya lost again. He's on a 3-fight losing streak. So you know where he's going soon. F1 racing, hockey, soccer, boxing. We have chats for all of these sports. And some may even come soon. I told Joe last night that I'm even looking at golf now. So, I know I said I'll never talk about golf, but now I'm looking at it. So it doesn't change. It doesn't change my thought about everything. I mean, hey, we are the Whole Foods of sports network shows. So why not talk about everything that goes on? So, but these chats are not free. They're not free at all. As you see in that little section where it says click the link in the description to become a member. You have to be a member to be a part of the Instagram chats. And these are chats only on Instagram. Only on Instagram. We don't have a Facebook that we cater to all this to right now. We have a Twitter, kind of, sort of, but it ain't catered to that. Instagram is where we post all the information. So if you want to join the chats, first of all, you got to let us know who you are on Instagram. We got to know your name. And as you can see on the top of our on the top of our things, we have our IG name, so you can follow us on Instagram, find us there. But you also have to become a member. And in order to become a member, that's what we got Tomo for.
And Dave told y'all, basically, we're on Instagram because if you look at all the other social media platforms outside of X, They could be gone at any moment, but ain't nobody trying to take away Instagram. So this is why the chat is there. So we just letting y'all know. You don't gotta look up one day and be like, man, where my gram go? Either you got kicked out or banned, but they ain't taking Instagram away. So make sure y'all click the link below because we got the 3 tiers where you can become a member. We have our pro level at $2.99. We have our all-star level at $4.99, and then we have our superstar level at $9.99. And each one of these tiers give you a different perk. And you like perk. Not Kendrick Perkins talking about Luka Doncic. We talking about the actual tiers that we have here. So here's one of the perks for $2.99. You get to join one of the sports chats that Dave just gave you in the previous segment. You also get loyalty badges next to your name and live comments. So while you all were going through the show, if you've been watching, you've seen some of our members and you see the loyalty badges right there. Also, you get priority comments. So if there's something that you got really pressing and you a pro member and you on YouTube, your comment, it jumps the line. You know, of course we gotta have our priorities, we gotta work out the priorities because we got a lot of loyalty members, but I'm just saying you get priority over the newcomers. So the newcomers have to become pro level members or become an all-star member. You know what I mean? For all-star for $4.99, you get the same perks. Not Luka Doncic. We talking about the all-star perks for $4.99. You get member-only videos, and I'm telling you, with the member-only videos, those is where you get the exclusive content. You know, sometimes we peel back some of the debates. We actually had a debate that was about to happen, and then this guy decided to make the actual NFC conference championship, so I couldn't even have my debate no more. But we're gonna have a talk about it. We're gonna have a division members only. So you want to be an all-star member. So make sure y'all, if you don't do $2.99, $4.99 is where you want to be, because you also get to join multiple chats. That's all the chats that Dave showed you on the screen before and explained to you, including the new ones. Once we add those, you also get to request a topic or segment, and we have our segments. We're gonna talk about it, fellas. We're gonna bring the segments back because we gotta make sure y'all in tune because we gonna need some help with some of these segments. And that includes you get a sneak peek of Dave's Doghouse. You get the not so average top 5 from Joe. And you're gonna get your done son from Tomo. So if you got somebody that you want to put in one of these tiers or one of these segments, if you're an all-star member, you can let us know. And also topics. Majority of our topics come from the chat, and that's because they're members. You're a part of the chat. We bring the topic up. We talk about it on air. You can also join if it's your topic. Like you don't have to just sit back and let us talk about it. You can give your 2 cents as well. But you want to be a superstar. Because why you just want half the price? Why you want half the perks? All-star and pro? You just want half? Why not just get all the perks for $9.99? Like I said, you get the same perks from All-Star, you get the same perks from Pro, and then you get the Superstar where you can join the VIP chat. That's the R2L chat. That's the chat where everything, you might see a debate start, but it's going to finish in the R2L chat. You may see somebody ask a question in one of the chats, and we may just answer it in the R2L chat. But because you're an All-Star member and you want to finish the conversation, come on up to the Superstar level. Also, we have a parlay chat. Shout out to RBO Bond. He constructed that. He put that together. A lot of winning tickets go into that. So if you're in a parlay chat, $9.99 a month should be easy because you're winning money off the tickets you're putting in. So you really kind of just paying yourself back. Pay it forward. Also, we give awards and plaques to all of our members, but that's based upon the episodes. So there is a stipulation. It's based upon the episodes that you do. Also, we're not just gonna let you be a superstar member and not shout you out. We're gonna give you shout outs. Shout out to all the members, but we're gonna give you an actual shout out. You know, if you from the DC area, you know, like Flex and Rain on the DMV, you know we do it big. I ain't gonna say too much. They might try to bring you, but you get to rep your hood because it's all good. So for the superstar members, shout out to Worm, Joe, Dave, myself, Teddy, Cardo, Coach, Vaughn, Lamar, Giovanni, Chris, and Decorius. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to you, man. Click that link below and become a member. Pro, All-Star, Superstar, just become a member.
Let's get it. Chris. All right, get my last words in. My last words, shout out to the whole R2L family. Shout out to the whole R2L network. Appreciate everybody that joined the show today. Mike, Dimitri, and Carl. Shout out to everybody that was in the comment section. We really appreciate y'all. Shout out to the VPs, my sidekicks, my guy, and my sidekicks, my road dogs, my partners, Dave and Tomo. And shout out to Mark, too, that's behind the scenes that y'all can't see. There's a lot behind the scenes. And that's all I got for y'all, fellas.
Same for me. Shout out to, my guys that's right here. We started here, the three of us, man. I'm just glad that we're here. We're moving forward. We see our metrics every single week, every month, and it's growing every single day. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. We know we're going to give y'all more great content. Like I said, Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Dave's Doghouse will be live. NBA trade deadline special. So make sure you tune into that. And man, I'm excited about a lot of things. You know, shout out to my fiance, shout out to my kids, shout out to the family. I'm excited about everything, man. So let's get it.
Last words is click the link below, become a member. Make sure you subscribe to all the shows on the network, because even if you want to pay for a membership, being a subscriber is free. So you can click that button and you can click the bell. Outside of that, we're gonna be back tomorrow with another round of people who are gonna pick the Chiefs to beat the Eagles. And I'm gonna be here forward to see and laugh at Kev in the comments.
That's funny. 5-0 so far. All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today, and we'll see y'all tomorrow at the next episode.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.